Hello everyone, it's me Ashton, and today we are going to be building an industrial musician's house in The Sims 4. I'm personally really proud of how this house turned out and I'm really happy with it, so I really hope that you do like it. If you do, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you would like to see more content like this, I make it frequently over here on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So more about this house, I picture it being like a sort of musician, sort of like person that's quite famous for their music that lives in like the city world in The Sims 4. I forgot what it's called, which is really bad, and it's probably gonna make me look like I've never played The Sims before. Trust me, I have. But yeah, it hasn't really got much music inside of it. I just for some reason pictured a musician living inside of it. So yeah, that's pretty much why it's called what it's called. Also, I do kind of wish I built this on like a big lot in a country. I think that would have worked so much better. So I don't really know why I built it in the city world. It's like I'm gonna keep calling it the city world. I completely forgot what it's called. I just feel like it would have fit better because you got all of these skyscrapers that are all like this modern style. There's not really many old ones. I mean, you just got this one, and I really don't think it's realistic. I think this would probably be like a development company, if you know what I mean, would like come over, buy this land and like make a bunch of money and profit from like building a skyscraper here. Maybe not a skyscraper, it's a bit small of a lot to do that, but like an apartment building at least. I feel like that's more realistic, so I do kind of wish that I used this plot for something else. I could always move it if I really don't like it. But yeah, so I know it's a bit out of place, this build. I'm sorry, my bad, but you do not have to place it on this plot whatsoever. But anyways, I do just want to talk about like how glitchy the stairs and platforms and like those half walls were. I do not know what it is with The Sims, but it feels like every single thing in The Sims is just glitchy, especially the new update. Like, did they seriously not play with it? It's so annoying. I literally have not exited the build by menu because I'm just so scared to like completely lose all of my Sims and just everything. Like, it's a bloody hot mess and it's getting annoying now. Like, we get one step forward and then we go like 3 steps back and then it just slowly fixes. So it's like you're really excited for this update, but it literally just doesn't work, and then when you can play with it working, the novelty of it is literally just worn off, so it just ruins it, to be honest. Also, can we just talk about the landscaping at the front for a minute? I am so proud of this. I absolutely love how it looks. I don't know what it is with me and like landscaping with the rocks at the moment, but I'm absolutely loving and having so much fun doing it. Like, I absolutely love it. Oh my god, I don't know what it is about landscaping that's so fun and I love so much. But yeah, especially those rocks, since I've like started doing that and discovered that I can do that without it taking really long, I've absolutely loved using it. Let me know like what your favorite thing to do in The Sims is, like your favorite part of building a build, but I would definitely say landscaping is mine. You also soon start to see me doing some more like terrain paint, like doing the path going up to the stairs and also adding a few trees around a lot. Looking back now, I don't actually like regret where I placed this lot. I think it makes perfect sense now, because now I've seen like the trees being added and it blending in a bit more. I absolutely love how it looks. I was also watching Bridgerton while watching this. I think I always watch something while building stuff. While watching this, I was very much into watching Dr. Mike and watching Bridgerton. That was my like, I completely switched between both of them while building this. I think I only spent like 3 hours on it, but you know, that is still a lot of YouTube videos. I think like nowadays, especially with my generation, which is Gen Z, like our attention spans are so low, and it's not even funny. Like, I can't do just one thing at a time. It has to be multiple things. Like editing this video right now, I've got my screen split in two. I've got the actual editing thing, and then I've got like a YouTube video in a corner, and I'll record the voiceover for like 3-4 minutes, and then I'll like go and edit out all of the silences while watching the video in a corner of the screen, because I don't like play it. I can see the volume on the clip, so I don't need to play it back. If I could not do that, editing would be such a struggle. Like, my attention span is so low. Like, I'll be sitting there on the sofa watching Netflix, but I'd have to be playing a game, like playing Subway Surfers or something like that. I genuinely think it's a problem, and like we need to start trying to solve that problem, because you can't do anything nowadays without getting bored. At least for me, at least. Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I need to sort myself out and it's just me. Make sure to let me know. But that is definitely like one of the faults with my generation, and I wish I did not have to struggle with it because it's so annoying. I know it's my fault, but like I can't help that I get bored, and I blame TikTok for it. Like, I'm all for TikTok, but it is most certainly the reason why attention spans are so low. Like, I used to sit there and watch like 3 40-minute James Turner, like Katrina Big Wallet series. Am I the only one that used to love those? Like, that was my childhood. James Turner and Delinquency were like a massive part of my childhood. Lil Simsy I only discovered like a few years ago, I think, but like James Turner, I was sitting there at 8 years old watching him do speed builds. It was so fun. Life was so good. Am I the only one who has like got sim YouTubers that were just my childhood? Like, I've always loved The Sims. I've been playing it since I was 8, which I know might not seem that long of a time since I'm not like that old, but I've been watching like Sims videos since the age of 5. I'm not even joking. Oh my god, my voice just like went really weird then. But yeah, I've always been watching them. I've always been fascinated by The Sims, and it's always been building. I think I remember like the first build that I ever did, and it was like this nursery, but I didn't know how to rotate the camera. It's so embarrassing. So like all of the walls that I couldn't see because I couldn't rotate the camera, obviously they literally just weren't painted. It was so embarrassing, and I think it might be on my laptop, but I might have deleted The Sims unfortunately on there. And I've still got The Sims, I'm pretty sure, but like I might have deleted it and re-downloaded it because it's a very slow laptop, so I might have just cleared it out and everything. But yeah, I think my old gallery ID, like before I moved to my gaming PC now a couple years ago, actually like 3 years ago I think, like my gallery ID name was Ashton Loves Pizza, which is so embarrassing because I don't love pizza. It's nice and I'll eat it any day of the week, but like I don't go out my way to love it. I feel like I've been rambling for so long now, so now back onto the build. When I was building like the bottom floor, you'll soon see like the floor plan and the layout and everything that I use, and I definitely like regret where I put the kitchen and dining room. Like I feel like it would look a lot better if I swapped them around. I haven't tried it yet, so maybe it wouldn't, but in my brain I can picture that looking a lot better, so let me know your thoughts because I might be wrong. But anyways, you can see that we're on to like one of the main bedrooms in this house. I think I can't really remember because I built it a couple weeks ago. I've like got all of this backlog of like fully edited speed builds because I was like really not wanting to record voiceovers. It's now like my favorite part of making a Sims video, but I was just really not wanting to, so I've just got this build up of all these things. But yeah, you'll also soon start seeing me like changing the brightness of the lamps. I usually never use lamps because they just make the room like way too bright, and I was going to like hold off on doing it again in this build, and I was like, wait, we can control the brightness, what am I doing not using them? So yeah, and now you can see me like adding these flower pots outside of those windows. I don't really have any thoughts on them, and I don't really add too much to the build. I don't even know why I added them, to be honest, but they don't look bad, so I'm not gonna delete them. And then I soon go in with the country living vines, I think, and added them all up the wall. I definitely made sure to add lots of vines up this wall. I picture it being like a renovated shop or a renovated factory in the city that was there before it sort of got like modernized, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I absolutely love those vines. I mentioned this in my last speed build, which you should definitely go and watch. I'm really proud of that video, so I would definitely recommend it to all of you guys. But yeah, I mentioned how much I love those country living vines. Like all of the other ones that came with Get Together, I think they looked really like plastic, as if they were being like Barbie series on Netflix. Yes, I have watched that. It was absolutely ages ago, but you know, it's not even that bad, to be honest. Like Barbie's actually not that bad. If I see like a Barbie vlog on YouTube Shorts, I don't watch YouTube Shorts. If I see it, I'm gonna click on it and watch it. Like she's not actually that bad. Like Barbie bestie is a queen and we love her. But yeah, also adding like lots of detail to that main bedroom I was talking about. I also did this thing that I've never really done before with those blinds, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on that because I definitely love to hear them. However, I personally really like what I did with those blinds. I also went back and added like a darker version of those walls because I feel like it was too bright with that big door at the front. Lighting definitely needs a little bit of an update in The Sims. I'm not asking for one because I know for a fact if they did go and do one, there would be so many glitches and it'd probably completely ruin and break the game. Also, am I the only one that can definitely see the like Sims 5 coming in the next like 2 years? I don't know. I'm personally really excited for Paralives. I know it got quite a while yet because obviously it is an indie game, so it's not being built or made at a rapid pace, and it's also very early in its development. However, obviously it's 100% legit, as we know they got stuff and everything, so it's a proper game development company. Well, it's not a game development company, it's like the company is the game, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm personally really excited for that, and when it eventually does come out, I will be doing like videos on it as well as Sims content, because I think, I don't know, it'll just be really fun for you guys to watch and also for me to make. I'm definitely excited for like the Sims to have some competition in a like life simulation space, because like anywhere where there is competition just makes like the product so much better, cheaper, and just better all around, really. Because the Sims is not going to be able to get away with having these glitchy like new updates that they come out of. They're literally not going to be able to get away with that. I mean, they probably could, but like they would just lose so many sales, like nobody would be buying the packs if there was a much better game option. So that would make like the CEOs at the top of like the thing put more budgeting into making the game better, because they know they wouldn't get any like sales without it. However, right now Sims is our only option, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to like deal with these game updates, which is just unfortunate, sorry, because like they're not cheap at all, yet they are so glitchy and it's so annoying. Oh my god. Also, like all of the Sims gurus, this is absolutely no hate at all. It is 100% the people at the top of the company that are not setting the right budgets and all of this stuff, and probably just don't even understand game development. I don't understand it, obviously. I'm not at an age where I can understand how game development works, but I know it takes a lot of time, effort and money, and you can't just give them a small budget and say you've got to build this pack and charge it for 40 quid in this amount of time frame. Like, I'm sure they're given time frames that aren't like really, what's the word, sustainable, like workable, I don't know, convenient, is that the word? I struggle with words so much while recording my voiceovers. I also just kicked my chair, if you're wondering what that bang was, but I'm not re-recording the voiceover because I actually can't be bothered. So yeah, but as you can see, we are onto the kitchen now. While it wasn't like that easy to actually come up with the layout and everything and like the colouring and everything of the kitchen, like while that wasn't easy to come up with and think about, I'm definitely happy with the end result and I think it's really cute and nice. However, I do kind of regret adding like those bay windows that you see me adding on top of the countertop. Actually, do I? No, I don't think I do. I think it looks really nice on the outside and looks nice on the inside now looking back. So yeah, I personally really like this kitchen. I would not mind having this in real life at all, same as I assume most people would not like. But yeah, I feel like it actually works in the space of the house and everything. If you disagree, make sure to let me know and give me some like tips on how I can make it match the house a bit more. Obviously it wouldn't have came originally, but like considering the house is meant to be like a renovated factory, it's not going to be like an old kitchen, but I feel like it still goes with the industrial factory colour scheme, if you know what I mean, like sort of those dark woods. I also do kind of regret not adding like a more hardwood sort of textured floor. I feel like that would look a lot more realistic. I literally can't talk today, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but like it would make it seem a lot more realistic, like you took those tiles off and discovered the like hardwood that came with the house underneath, sorry, not the house, the factory, but like, you know, strip back those tiles on top, found the hardwood underneath, polished and sanded it and everything, and then had it be for the bottom floor, and I think that would look really nice personally. Make sure to let me know your thoughts. Actually, it looks like we replace it with tiles, so I feel like that's still realistic. That's more realistic than having that like plasticky sort of wood. However, everywhere else in the house I feel like it would look better if we added a more hardwoody sort of flooring and not those like plasticky wood vinyl ones. They're like these tongue and groove wood things. This is what we've got in my house. They're like tongue and groove wood. I don't know whether it's like vinyl or painted or whatever. It's real wood, but it's not like the texture of the wood. It's like plywood with like a texture on top. I don't know how that works. I'm definitely gonna have to do a Google search on that one, but I feel like you guys know what I mean, because I really comment, especially in like American houses, having those like grey tongue and groove floors. American houses are just plastic and cardboard all together. Like, oh my god, I do not know how they don't just like drift away. They're literally like paper, because if they built like houses over here in the UK the same way that they build them in America, we would literally freeze for like 90% of the year. Oh my god, because like houses over here in England like are built to keep the heat in. That's especially why it's so hot during this heat wave over here. Am I the only one that's actually fed up with Americans especially saying that it's not like that hot here and it's always hotter for them? Like, I get it might say that it's hotter for you, but like, did I just say hotter? Oh my god, hotter. I get that it's like hotter for you Celsius wise, but like it's really humid here and the body cools down from sweating. So when it's humid you can't sweat properly, so you literally can't cool down. We haven't got air conditioning pretty much anywhere. Our houses are made to keep the heat in. All of the roads are literally melting. Like, people are writing their names in roads because they've melted. So yeah, you stupid Americans, you can shut up, because it is as hot as we are saying. Like, it's really hot. People are dying because it's so hot, so you can shush. I also make shorts now. I just posted one like earlier today, so make sure to go and watch my shorts. I don't know whether to like post them on TikTok or not. Let me know whether I should. I probably should. That'd probably be better for my channel, but I would sort of like need to change the way that I record them and not mention that it is a short, so it can be used for both shorts and TikTok. I'll probably do that. Make sure to let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear it. But yeah, I'm not really happy with how like the living room turned out, if I'm being honest. I really just don't like it, and I don't think that's because I built it bad. I just think this general like super open factory sort of like renovation renovated thing. It's just not my vibe. I just really don't like it. I couldn't chill on that sofa and watch a movie. Like, I just do not like the sort of vibe of this, but I don't think that's because I built it bad necessarily. It's probably part of it, not gonna lie, but like I feel like it's just the industrial renovated factory thing. It's too cold and I just couldn't like relax, if you know what I mean. Like, the tiled floor would just make it so hard. Just that alone would make it so hard for me to relax. Oh my god. As you can see now, we are just readjusting the sofa. This sofa was absolutely massive looking back. Like, I do not know why I made it so big. You can also see me doing this like thing on the fireplace with the telly. I do that in like most of my builds, exact fireplace and exact TV. I feel like they're just meant for each other and it just looks really amazing. I don't know, let me know your thoughts, but I would definitely recommend trying it in some of your builds because it does look really good. Oh yeah, I was also thinking about doing like a cast speed things, like a speed build, but instead of building a house, we're like making a sim. I don't know whether you guys would like to do that because I've recorded like me making some sims and I think it would be fun to watch. I used to do that on my old channel before I like quit and I personally really enjoyed it, but I don't know whether you guys would like to see that, so make sure to let me know. But yeah, that's just an idea of mine that I have a lot of ideas actually, and most of them aren't good, unfortunately. Some people's are, but I just do not have the luck of coming up with good ideas all the time. Bit unfortunate, but anyways, back onto the build. You can see we're just like adjusting things on the outside and also bringing some of those like external bricks in, because I picture like, obviously this is a renovated factory, so I was picturing like all of the inside walls being bricks. So I was picturing all of the inside walls being like brick, and then we plastered over some. So to make it more realistic, the bits where I did add like a feature brick wall, it was only on the external walls, or at least I'm pretty sure I stuck to that. I don't know, I can't really remember, but just to make it more realistic, because you're not going to have like those same old bricks on an interior wall that was added after the factory got renovated. So yeah, it's also not very realistic, the idea of this being a factory, because the windows don't really match up with the whole factory idea. But it's a Sims 4, so like, you know, if you got a problem, you can deal. As you can see, we're going on to all this little desk space in this little nook. I really didn't know what to do with this, so I just placed a desk, and I'm gonna blame it on that like door that came with the industrial like kit thing. Am I the only one that never remembers like the kit names? Like, I literally can't be bothered. They're so insignificant. I'm not gonna try and remember the name. But yeah, that door came with that kit and I really like the door, but like it definitely sorry, it was not helping in like the whole floor plan of this house. I don't know, maybe it's just me being incompetent at building in the Sims, probably. But anyways, now you can see that we actually are going on to the bedrooms. I feel like I like how I decorated these bedrooms. Like, these are kind of cozy in my opinion. It's just the bottom floor I don't find cozy. However, I do still really like it. I feel like just having a basement with like a living room and everything would make this house perfect to actually live in. But maybe some of you do like this sort of style and this is what you would want as your like dream house. Make sure to let me know if you do. I love hearing like all different people's dream houses. I'm the only one that finds that really fun, like hearing people's dream things, like dream job, dream house, dream bed, like all of those things. Hearing from someone is so fun. I don't know whether it's just me, probably, but I just find that really fun. I also want to talk about like the little reading thing under the stairs. I don't know if I talked about that or not, but I really like it. I like how it looks, but I wouldn't actually sit there and read a book. Firstly, I hate reading. Secondly, that little like cushion thing to sit on looks really uncomfortable for reading. And thirdly, that is not cozy at all, that little space. Like, it's so open, I would feel so uncomfortable like chilling for like even a second there. Oh my god. Actually, it looks like we got rid of that nook upstairs. You'll soon see me do that, so I'm glad that we did do that because it definitely makes it look a bit better. And now we are going on to like finding the tiles for the kitchen. I did end up using the ones that came with the Snowy Escape Pack, I think, and they're in like the brick section. They are such nice tiles, and I 100% recommend that all of you guys try using it in your kitchens and bathrooms and that, because they are so nice. Oh my god. And they're quite hard to find if you don't know they exist, because they're in a brick section for some reason and not in a tile reason, which is really annoying because they're actually such nice tiles, and I think so many more people would use them if they knew that they actually did exist. So yeah, if you don't already know that they exist, I would 100% recommend you try using it in some of your new builds, or maybe even put it in some old builds. I don't know. We're also pausing a lot in the gameplay right now. I thought I would have edited that out, but clearly not. I usually do, so that is quite annoying, and I'm sorry, and I'm hoping that my voice is entertaining enough. It probably isn't. Why are we pausing so much? Did I actually not edit this out? Oh my god. But like, yeah, also that dining table area, like the actual dining table itself, is really nice in my opinion. Like, I love those chairs. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on it. But yeah, they're literally so nice and I love them so much. But but soon we are going to go onto the bathroom. I did end up raising it up to like the same level as that entryway. I wasn't going to add stairs in a bathroom, I'm sorry, but that's just like weird. And I actually do really like having like a raised bathroom, like raised on the platform, because you can have like quite a big window in the bathroom. However, if you do make it high enough, like nobody's really going to be able to see in. So let's just pretend that that bathroom is like frosted or something. This house is probably like really expensive, so they probably have that thing where you like press a button and the window gets like frosted. That's actually really cool that those houses have that. Like imagine having that on all your windows. Like you just press the button and then all your windows just like blurred, all the exterior windows. Like that would be so cool. And you'll also soon see me thinking about adding one of those like big bath thing, I forgot what they're called, but like they come with the snowy escape pack. I do really like having them and like adding them because the gameplay features are amazing in my opinion that come with those. But I don't really know why it even crossed my mind to add it to this build. It really does not work. Like even a pool wouldn't work, I feel like, because a pool is way too modern for a factory. Like they just don't go hand in hand together really well. Maybe I'm wrong, make sure to let me know your thoughts, but I don't know, I just don't think it would work. We're also soon going to go onto the garden. I really like how this turned out actually, because it's not that big or extravagant, or there's not like many things in it really. However, I feel like the shape of it's really nice. I don't know. I also did end up adding like a washing line to the garden. I don't really know why I added that, and I also think I forgot to add like a washer and a dryer, so my apologies. But anyway, back to the washing line. I was about to say, like, I don't think that a house that would probably be this expensive would like have a washing line, if you know what I mean. I don't know, maybe some rich people do care about the environment and don't want to use a dryer, but I feel like they wouldn't. I don't know. Also, I know you might not be thinking that this house would look expensive, but as I talked about like the beginning, this plot, especially because it's in like the city, would be really expensive, so that's why. And also considering like it's quite an industrial factory, I'm sure there'll be like lots of people and developers that would want to renovate it, or lots of developers that would just want to like knock it down and like develop like a big building for like offices or residential or commercial, whatever. So yeah, that's why I keep going on about how I think this build would be expensive. It also is pretty bougie. Like I don't think there's any denying that like the build itself, no matter what plot of land it was on, would still be quite expensive. I don't think there's any denying that, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're just adding like all of the small details like the post box and just those necessary sort of things. But since we are coming quite close to the end, I would recommend you go and watch my previous speed build. I built like this really nice university townhouse. I think I renovated like the elderberry house, and I really liked that build, and I think that video was quite good. So if you did like this video, then I would definitely recommend you go and watch that one. And as of recording this voiceover, I also posted a short earlier today, and I'm really proud of the kitchen that I actually built in that speed build, so I definitely recommend you go and watch that video. Both I will have on the screen. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, apart from the screenshots that I'll play at the end of the video. If you could leave a like down below, I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel so much more than you would think, seriously, and I would just really appreciate it. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.